And his opponent, an absolute genius of the modern game. Twice a Welsh Open winner, 4-time UK champion, twice world champion. Blink can you miss him? The Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Итак, всем привет. Сегодня у нас Ронни О'Салливан, Стив Дэвис.
First frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Welsh Open 2008 года. Матч до 5 побед, второй раунд. Рефери Эриан Уильямс.
We shan't be witnessing Steve Davis running around the table, Terry.
No, not playing. But we seen Ronnie O'Sullivan yesterday, and his safety play was excellent against young Judd Trump. He can mix this game up now more than he used to.
And he does say that he's enjoying himself and his snooker these days.
Yes, you mentioned that, O'Sullivan and Davis, and of course Steve is not under the pressure he was in his heyday, expected to win every event. He's still enjoys competing. All credit to him, he's 50 years of age now. Looks about 60, but he's only 50.
Everything but everything is a bonus, he says.
Yes, there's no doubt as the players get on in years, and he's put in some good performances over the last few years, and he hasn't really threatened to win a tournament. But
And let's not forget that he reached the semi-final here last year.
6.
in Cardiff, was that 4 years ago, was it? 4 or 5
7.
years? He had a chance to win that. Not too happy there though, he had a bad contact there. He hasn't really got a good safety now. You see the cue ball there is, well, it's about 4 inches short of where it would have been.
Стив Дэвис набрал 7 очков, и придется ему сейчас отыграться. Не повезло, произошел кик.
Steve Davis 7.
Left hand side to avoid the red on the way back down. Is the potting, especially the long potting, seems to suffer a little bit.
Oldest player on circuit.
I think part of why he stayed in the top 16 is his great knowledge of the angles on the table, his safety play. He hasn't lost his competitive edge. He's there to try and win every match. You never lose that, really. I suppose that's not all you can expect if you don't practice too much. He's screwing back off the pack.
Foul.
foul, he hit the pink. Adrian Williams, our referee, is just praying that Steve Davis doesn't ask him to replace the balls. They're having a fun and a joke between them now.
I have no idea. We can have a go if you want. Yeah,
Adrian would have to have a plastic
Just a
cutter,
bit
I
of
think.
time.
Да, конечно, напортачил здесь Ронни.
There you see where the balls were before he hit the pink, and well, most of them moved.
And a heartfelt thank you from Adrian Williams.
Но похоже, что все обошлось. Стив Дэвис просто отдал удар Ронни.
That's the problem, you see. Davis wouldn't have fancied that one anyway, because Ronnie was forced into it, and there was a little bit of psychology going on there after Davis had put him back in.
This visit must go down as a Davis mistake. Long way to go.
7.
Fixed in between there, Steve, because if he'd had the balls replaced, I think Ronnie played a possible plant out of the pack, and was screwing back for safety as well, so he didn't want to chance that.
12.
Black goes in at least one of the corners where the pink is tied up. But Sullivan is making big breaks and clearances from most unlikely places.
20.
He's looking now, you see, to clear that red and pink. He pots the red below the pink and red. Still got to play the shot, but he tends to see the shot a lot quicker than most players. Sees the angle, sees the options very quickly.
I don't think on one occasion there was longer than 9 or 10 inches between his cue ball and his next pot.
Oh, he's left himself a more difficult pot now with the pink. Didn't get on the black as intended. Doesn't make any difference though.
He knew early in the shot that was going to drop.
35.
Хороший удар. Ну и, в общем-то, хорошо идет серия здесь. Позиция победная. Поэтому Ронни должен бы взять фрейм.
$50.
With colours, it'll be end of frame.
57.
Left hand this time.
65.
So a snooker is already required. And this after the Davis decision to
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 72. One.
A little bit short there. It's very thin now.
Сыграл Ронни фреймбол, но Стиву Дэвису необходимо 2 снукера здесь.
9.
Very well played.
И остается рассчитывать на последний красный.
We've ever seen it getting snookers when he needs them. Very, very clever. Only be aware of that. Doesn't help the case though with the yellow on the pocket, so that's out of the equation.
16. Steve Davis, 16.
in that direction. Looks far easier from that angle.
Не получается пока что поставить снукер. Ну и Ронни не может закончить фрейм.
Just a fine clip. Ronnie'd obviously like to get this frame out of the way. Get started. But his strength is still the quick fire break building game. And he'd like to impose himself with that style of play on Steve Davis as quickly as possible. And I don't know what he's doing here. It's unusual for him. He's very strong normally in that department. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He hasn't been on the television table in this previous round, so... Of course, Steve Davis' last tournament win came against Ronnie O'Sullivan. I don't normally remember these things, but there was a streaker come on in that match in Wembley. Like that sometimes when you're playing for snookers, they either all work or they all slip in between colours instead of behind them. There you are. What do I know? Stevie Davis could win, or tie anyway, with the 3 ball and the black.
And incidentally, it's 10 minutes since the last O'Sullivan pot. Mistake. Contemplating his escape from here. The great escape.
Вот так вот надо снукер оставить.
The first snooker he's got in this bout, and he fluked that one.
Так не получается снукер оставить, так хоть после флюков.
He played it very gentle. It's a very nice shot, and unlucky if he's found the gap between pink and black. I don't think he has.
Foul.
That was
Steve
close.
Davis,
Of course, there's no replacement of the ball. Cleared in black off the last red, so still a big ask. Hello. Oh, we didn't want this red to go too far. How about that shot?
One.
I wonder. I don't think Steve thought that he'd tried pot.
Of course, I'm not sure if you could see the full ball on the red anyway, but he certainly took the pot on.
8. Eight on the frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yes, frame over, frame conceded by Steve Davis. 28 minutes.